What up, fuckos, and welcome to the FB and Goob Show. I'm FB,
I'm the Goob.
sponsored by the Good Time Tavern of Livermore, California. How's the Goob?
Goob's fantastic this week. I've got a Sharks game in San Jose I get to go see.
San Jose.
San Jose.
Sean Connery would say.
Exactly. Me and a bunch of my
San
Spanish
Jose.
friends are going to
We're
head down
going
to
to
San
San
Jose.
Jose to a fabulous hockey game.
Right. So yeah, so that'll be
Nice,
fun.
awesome. That's going to be good.
Yeah, that's
Who's
good.
going to that game with you?
Me and a couple cronies from the Good Time Tavern in Livermore. I think you've heard of it.
I've heard of it.
Yeah, so we're going to head down there. Annoy as many Sharks fans as possible.
Easy
Hopefully
to
get
do.
a win, but I mean, honestly, the Penguins are not doing great. Sharks are on a bit of a win streak. So I'm not sure.
As much as we've made fun of the Sharks, I don't think you want to lose to the Sharks this week. Shoo.
They already beat us in Pittsburgh, so I really don't want to go over 2 for the season.
No, not against the Sharks. No.
Yeah.
Unless the Sharks are making their move. Probably.
I don't believe they're making much of a move.
No.
Yeah, they've won 4 games in the last 10.
Oh, 4 in the last 10. That's terrible. That's fucking horrible. So, yeah.
But we got some Super Bowl stuff, obviously, and then we've got a Ghost in the Darkness reference.
We do have a Ghost in the Darkness reference, which you're not going to get on every show. Probably only on this show. I too, and it had a good. I listened. If you ask me how I was, I've had a lot of good times with the kids in the last few
I will
days.
never.
I know you don't care.
I don't care.
Fucking bastard. I had some good times with the kids this week. Well, I got to spend the whole weekend with my son because my daughter left, so we went and just did batting cages and malls and partied and binged one of our shows. That was fun.
Excellent.
And then I get to kind of do like a small day on Valentine's Day with my daughter tomorrow. So that's going to be, that's also going to be awesome. We're going to do dinner and then still got to keep school and homework and all that in mind, you bastards.
Of course.
But, yeah, so the FB is also.
All right, so solid week. We've got
Solid
good,
week.
Good things happening.
So for us, it's good.
Yeah, absolutely.
The rest of the world's good?
Well, I did find one fucked up thing this week.
Okay, give it to me.
And this was the Ghost in the Darkness reference.
Ooh, I love Ghost in the Darkness.
Which
Great movie.
Val Kilmer,
Crushed it.
Michael Douglas.
Michael Douglas crushed it.
Right.
Great movie. Lions also in the movie crushed it.
Yeah, the Lions, yeah.
They did. They did well for a long time.
So we kind of had a real life remake of when the Lions went into the hospital.
Okay.
And it kind of just tore a bunch of people to shreds. I believe in the movie there are more deaths. But in India, there was a leopard chilling in a courtroom. And somebody ran and he attacked and just started slicing people up.
He just attacked everybody.
He did, yep. Just mauling people left and right.
Nice.
Just
In
blood.
a courtroom.
Yeah, just
Lawyers
drooling,
included?
biting. Oh, mostly lawyers.
Mostly lawyers. So
Which I didn't think was a story until there was a boot shiner who was also involved in the massacre.
Oh, that's terrible.
See, now it becomes terrible.
No, it's terrible.
Yeah, the lawyers.
That guy
deserve
makes
it.
nothing.
We're pretty
I
sure.
mean, how many boots does he have to shine a day to make a lawyer's pay?
Yeah, I don't know how I was going to fix the leopard claw marks across the skull. We'll see what happens.
Well, maybe he can get some. Maybe he gets something out of that.
Yeah. The leopards like doing their thing in India.
Right. Ghost in the Darkness was also based on a true story, I believe. I believe that was based on 2 lions that went batshit crazy in the Serengeti or wherever the fuck they did that at, and they tore some shit up. So
Oh yeah, building bridges in Africa, and the lions weren't having it.
I feel like that's not as much a public service announcement as it is check the courtroom before you start the fucking proceeds.
Right, yeah.
Look under the tables. That'll be something they'll do. That's their own public service announcement. That came right on the next morning when they got there was a memo. Janitors, please check. And I say janitors because it wasn't anybody else. It was the janitors who showed up the next morning when they were like, can you please check all the courtrooms to make sure there's no fucking leopards, lions, tigers, bears. Oh my. Yeah, right? That's frightening. That's kind of fucked up. The Buchan guy got killed. Or hurt. Not killed.
Yeah, yet to be determined. He might be all right. I think he'll be okay.
I'm fine with the lawyers.
There's a lot of good doctors in India.
They didn't drive home in their Porsches that day. They went in an ambulance.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a karma thing.
That is a
I mean,
karma thing.
lawyers, if you're gonna get mauled by leopards, just
Accept it.
Yeah, accept it. You
You got all the other good shit, so.
Right.
You bastards. All right, well, we can't talk about lawyers this whole time because I could.
They might sue us, actually.
Yeah, so they actually might sue us.
Skip to the next episode.
Let's move on.
Super Bowl!
Super Bowl! Let's move on to the Super Bowl because those lawyers frighten the shit out of me. They come up with a bunch of good shit. Super Bowl. Listen, awesome game. Awesome game. I don't want to say a lot about that game other than the fact that I thought with 35 or with a minute and 50 whatever to go and 35-35, I thought to myself, what a great game, and I was so excited for it, and I was really happy for it, and there was a lot of great plays, and you're fucking crazy. That was a penalty. That wasn't a penalty. That wasn't a penalty. You didn't call it the whole fucking game. You didn't call it the whole fucking game. That wasn't a Hey, listen. You put all your money on the Birds, didn't you? We're going to get back to you. You bet on the wrong team, didn't you?
It was a penalty.
It was a penalty. So, the little bastard fell over. I enjoyed the Super Bowl. How about yourself?
I actually described it as enthralling for most of the game. You know what I mean?
I did. I enjoyed the whole. The whole game was awesome. It wasn't a blowout like the Niners and the Chargers. It wasn't. It was a very good game.
Yeah, it was just blow to blow. Each team was going back at each other. Both offensive lines they were controlling the D enough to just points, which was
What you want.
Yeah, that's what's fun in the Super Bowl.
That's what you want, man. I want to see both teams. I want to see 35-35 with a minute and 56 seconds to go.
Yeah, exactly. I think everyone did awesome. Like, I mean, you could blame, a little bit of the secondary in Philly, but that's all Andy Reid.
You can. I believe Andy Reid is probably the smartest.
I think he's solely responsible.
Yeah,
for
I think
winning
he's
that
the
game.
smartest coach in football. I think him and Bieniemy together they put out. I don't know what it is. I don't know how they get everybody to focus on something and somebody is completely wide open over here. They did the little merry-go-round thing. It's like, oh my God, this is the Super Bowl, but that's who they are. And they stayed true to themselves and they won the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Did the punt return turn the game around? I think it did. I think that was a really...
They needed some help. You know what I mean? The scoop and score,
the
punt return.
The punt return, the scoop and score. I mean, the Jalen Hurts just dropped the ball and the other guy got to pick it up score thing. Yeah, that was bad. That
might cost him a few million in his contract.
Which
he will get.
That and he'll get his contract.
Yeah.
I think the Eagles are a team to reckon with in the NFC. If they keep the nucleus going and they keep the idea going in the same run the ball first, and how long can he do this though? How long can he line up 4th and 1 and take this beating? How long can he do this? 5 years? 4 years?
Yeah, Fletcher Cox and Brandon Graham are gone probably this year, so
I would assume
they're going to have
that
a whole new team.
Those aging veterans might be gone.
Yeah.
And Ndamukong Suh, that was a test run. He's gone.
They got our big boy though. He'll be a stud next year.
Jordan Davis is probably going to be a superstar here eventually as a defensive tackle in football. So that's going to help. But you're right. There's a few guys leaving on that team that are probably going to be huge next year. Yeah. It's just they've been there a long time. Those guys were there on the last. Well, Cox was there on the last Super Bowl run, right? Was Brandon Graham there on the last Super Bowl run?
Right after.
Right after. Okay. So they picked up Quinn. Did they pick up Quinn? Was that them that picked up Quinn, or was that Tampa Bay that picked up Robert Quinn? I thought they picked up a bear too for some odd reason, but
got me on that one.
I don't know if those guys are all returning, but the offense, that's going to still be there. So, and I think Jalen Hurts will be a big part of that offense for a few years, but I don't know if the offense can continue to run like that.
I mean, if this is a preview for any of the next year, there's not going to be a lot of defense. It's just going to be scoring.
This is a preview.
I think this is what's happening. So.
Yeah, so this was a preview of free. So, as the Super Bowl goes, this is one of the better Super Bowls I've seen. Last year was kind of lackluster. That Bengals-Rams game, it's kind of the Rams to win and own the whole time it felt like, and it didn't really have any exciting moments. This game was full of excitement. From punt returns to wide open, quick pass receiver. I mean,
I was disappointed in the lack of blitzes and the fact that it almost looked like they weren't going to hit the quarterback behind the line of scrimmage at all. You know what I mean? It's like they kind of made a little secret agreement. Let's not hit Mahomes, and we don't want to hit Hurts until he runs.
right, for a team that was trying to pass the Chicago Bears,
85
85
Bears,
85 sacks. They were trying to beat a record. They didn't seem like that same team.
They got like 2 pressures on Mahomes,
Yeah.
I think. I don't know.
With a bad ankle.
Yeah, I went after him.
I would have went after him.
I would have went after him.
I would have. He would have ran for his life if it was me. Sorry, he would have ran for his life. You better have quick passes because you have no choice. You're running for your life. But hats off to Mahomes for when he had to run.
He's officially next level now, right? 2 Super Bowls,
2
in
Super Bowls,
6 years or whatever.
Aaron Rodgers didn't get 2 Super Bowls.
No.
He got 4 nights in
Steve
darkness.
Young didn't get 2 Super Bowls.
Steve Young didn't get 2 Super Bowls. Only the true I'm in the right time, right system guys got multiple Super Bowls. Brady, right time, right system. Montana, right time, right system.
Yeah.
Honestly, no, I'm not trying to downgrade these guys because they did a lot of great things at the same time. Brady threw for 50 touchdowns in a year. Montana did a lot of great things.
Of course.
But
Timing's nice.
Timing
That's
is
what you're saying.
totally
I get it.
nice in this whole deal. You know, can Doug Peterson be a system and Trevor Lawrence be at the right time at the right place? There's a question. Who's the number? Apparently it's not Mac Jones because it's the same fucking system. So he's not the guy. You still got to be the guy. Tom Brady was the goddamn guy. Joe Montana still is the guy.
Still retired, right? He
At this present moment, no, he filed the
paperwork.
letter to the NFL now. So it's kind of like I'm retired.
Woo!
Hey, come on. How many fucking years can you play football?
Seriously, just go away.
Jesus Christ, go the fuck away so we can talk about somebody else.
Right.
It's only fair to the rest of the goddamn players in football, you greedy bastard.
Exactly.
Sorry, greedy bastard. So, I don't know.
Yeah, no, great Super Bowl. I think you have a couple of NFL stuff, right? We have a couple things. I think Derek Carr's in the news again.
Derek Carr is officially going to be released from the Raiders.
Okay, so Raiders save all their money, and now he just goes wherever he
$41 million.
wants. Now he goes to the Jets or Colts or
I got my money on the Colts. I really do. For a team looking for a quarterback to come in, unless you're going to go and trade up and go for one of the kids, which is also another possibility for the Colts. Because they're not in any... They're not going to get one unless they make a trade.
All right, so does Carr want like a longer contract? Like, because the Colts could give him that, or like if he goes to the Jets or Tampa Bay or something, then he would have a better shot this year.
Oh, if he went to try to win a Super Bowl, I don't know if Derek Carr is at that age. I think Derek Carr's got more years where he could go.
He still
somewhere
wants a
and
long-term deal.
Why not? He's young. He wants to play with a team and feel that, be a part of a team, right?
Okay.
I don't know if you can do the Matt Ryan 1 year that I'm just going to try to find my... Tom Brady can do that because there's a good possibility Tom Brady can win the Super Bowl. I don't know if Derek Carr is stepping into the limelight and just winning the Super Bowl. I don't know if the team. I don't know if a team that has the talent like Tampa Bay did when they took Tom Brady is taking Derek Carr.
Oh yeah, would Derek Carr led Tampa Bay Bucks be better than the Brady led Bucks?
No,
I doubt it. Yeah.
no, because the wisdom that Brady brings is far past Derek Carr's wisdom.
All right, so interesting stuff there.
I'm glad to. I mean, it's. I mean, he's the first quarterback to just go and get to have his chance to go find somebody new, because he got cut.
Yep. Yeah.
So is Jimmy Garoppolo's next, right? Or Jimmy's
Right,
he's just free, done. He's free, eh? He's just go.
Exactly.
So right now,
Free agent period starts what?
right.
In like a month or two?
So right now, Jimmy Garoppolo is a free agent,
Yeah.
and Derek Carr is also a free agent. I mean, he's cut. He's a free agent, right?
Yep.
There you go. So 2 quarterbacks already on the list, or already just free agents. So it makes the move on to the next topic. It makes sitting in the dark for 4 fucking days just worthless and stupid, right? I mean, honestly, because Derek Carr and Jimmy Garoppolo are just, you could just grab and pay now. You don't have to give up the world to get.
Correct.
So, like we were joking, I thought it would be hilarious if he came out of 4 days of darkness and found out he had been traded. You know what I mean? Like, hey, listen, you were gone for 4 days. As you were going in, a memo came out that said, hey, we're thinking about trading you. You did not respond to that memo because you sat in the darkness for 4 days. Now you've been traded. You're a Jet. What?
I wanted him to take the whole dark room and just move it to Jersey.
He just wanted to pick up the whole
there.
house and move it to New York. And then he would wake up and be like, what the fuck am I doing in New York? But from Malibu to New York would be one hell of a drive. Because I'm assuming since he's hanging in Malibu right now, he probably didn't drive very far out of the hippie fucking Skippy land of Malibu to find a dark house. So you'd have to take it to Malibu from Malibu. It's not like it was close to New York, I'm assuming. But great. I think that would be the funniest thing in the world. That would be Packers with Touche. You know what I mean? Like, gotcha. All your shit for the last 4 fucking years, man. All right, now you go 2 MVPs. Where did that come from? So I don't know. I mean, we haven't won a Super Bowl. It's all about Super Bowls, right? That's where we test the mark of a team. Is who wins the Super Bowl. We didn't win any Super Bowls in that time, and now we're 4 days of darkness. But Derek Carr and Jimmy G are fucking just sitting there, and it's worth taking a shot, you know, or taking a shot on somebody who might do like 5 days in the darkness next year and still decide if he wants to play football again. Jimmy G's just going to play for 5 years. Derek Carr's going to play for 5 years, right?
Well, they're going to learn their playbook, and then they're going to do the plays.
And practice, and work with the receivers, and hang out with everybody, and not be like an Anala Watts. I don't know. Listen, this is what I feel. This is the best thing best thing that can happen from anybody. He comes out after 4 days. He goes, listen, I'm going to take a contract. I'm going to renegotiate. Give me 10.
Instead of 60.
Instead of 60, give me 15. Re-sign Jordan Love.
You should give him stock in the Packers.
Yeah, right. I got that. Don't mean shit. Worth less. So no, he should come out. He should come out of the 4 days of darkness, Brady like, and go, I'm gonna take a cut. I've made millions from you fuckers. I'm going to take a cut, re-sign Jordan. I'm going to retire after this year. I want 1 more year just for my own pride because I lost to the Lions in the last game. You lost to the Lions in the last game. Come back with some pride and beat the Lions twice this year. And the Bears twice. And the Vikings twice. And go to the Super Bowl. Take a pay cut because that'll make you even feel more proud about yourself because you came in and took a big, huge pay cut. And then let's re-sign Jordan. Let's just sign Jordan. You got faith in Jordan. You can't
Jordan Love?
Jordan Love. Let's give him his 5th year.
Wouldn't.
No, give him his 5th year option. Sign that because that's money. You still got to give him.
No, that makes sense.
Totally. If he comes in and renegotiates his contract, Rodgers, you could pick up somebody else. You could give Jordan his 5th year. Give that to him. It's 5th love, baby. Give it in his 5th year. Give it to him to see and then you say honestly, look at everybody and go, this is my retirement year. I want a gift at every stadium. And get the fuck.
You know he wants one.
And you do. You want your retirement year. You deserve it, you goddamn bastard. We love you. So take it. Take your fucking retirement year, but come out and renegotiate. Say, I don't want $60 million because I went 8-9 last year and lost to the Lions in the last game, and I only deserve $17 million a year. That's about the best I deserve. Take that. Let them take the rest of that money. Pay fucking Jordan his 5th year, and let's find out what Jordan does. Because you'll go, oh shit, I got my 5th year, and then you paid me $21 million. Now I got some money in the bank because I got nothing right now, you cocksucker. And then you say, I'm retiring, and we win a Super Bowl. That's the best 4 days of darkness can do for you. I think there's more football, right?
Well, I was told there's like XFL
There is
coming up.
And we have decided, ladies and gentlemen, drum roll. We looked it up, we studied, we checked out the teams, we looked at the jerseys, we found out who the coaches were, and we have chosen our XFL teams. Ladies and gentlemen, with the first choice in the 2023 No, kidding. I will be selecting the Orlando Guardians from Orlando.
Why the Guardians?
The jerseys are kind of close to Packer colors. Really close, but really bright like the Seattle Seahawks, Phil Knight. He designed the Packer jersey, and that's what we got.
Okay.
And then the coach is Terrell Buckley, who was drafted by the Green Bay Packers from Florida State to be the second coming of Deion Sanders, because he followed Deion Sanders out of foot, supposedly. So close. I believe it was because he was 5'10" and not 6'1" or whatever it was. But the speed was there. Greatest punt return I ever saw in my whole life as a Packer fan, Terrell Buckley. And and he's now the head coach of the Orlando Guardians. So I, FB, today, am now an Orlando Guardian fan of the XFL, which we will be following and giving updates to very soon here.
I like it.
And all the way from next to me, the Goob will be selecting.
I'm kind of representing some of my Pittsburgh roots here. We're going Hines Ward, and
Yes.
he's now the coach of the San Antonio Brahmas.
Fuck,
The
man.
big Bulls, baby.
And they, unbelievably enough, are brown and yellow like the Steelers almost. It's kind of a weird, like, all right, that's fine.
Works for me. I promise you, San Antonio's going to hit and block and finish every play.
Yeah, Hines Ward is kind of a nasty guy. And I bet you the Orlando Guardians are a fast team. So, because Terrell Buckley is all about
It's
speed,
Florida.
baby. It's Florida, baby. It's going time. So, no, we're excited. And when the Bay Area gets a XFL team, if you guys are looking for, I don't know, radio broadcasters or, well, somebody to do the goddamn show.
Oh, yeah, color commentary.
Color commentary.
Play by play. Stack guy.
XFL, Rock, if you're out there, Terramana.
Right.
We drink it at the Good Time Tavern. So if you need commentators and YouTube's got any part of this,
And we get to hashtag the Rock again.
fuck, we love
Hashtag the Rock. Hell yeah.
You're my hero, Rock. Just letting you know. I'm in.
Yep.
Let's do it. XFL. So we're ready. We know the Super Bowl ended yesterday, and to be honest with you, there's so much football that never stops. So it's not like we're going to stop talking about it. We will put more of an effort on basketball, and we will put more of an effort on hockey and college basketball, well, till March at least. But football, when's it ever stop? We'll be talking about Aaron Rodgers for the next 3 weeks after this show. So
I mean, I just wish the Niners had more first-round picks. That's all.
you wish you had any.
But, I mean...
But when the third round comes, all those coaches.
Oh,
We got like 19 third-round picks for the Niners.
loving the third round.
Yeah, right? And so when you get to the third round, no other team has a pick but the Niners for all the coaches they've lost in the last 2 fucking years. So
Trade deadline, baby.
trade deadline.
Want to go to NBA?
I'm ready.
NBA trade deadline.
We're only saying goodbye to football for a little bit.
A little bit. Yeah. No, exciting
All the
trade
buzz are
deadline,
hot,
though. I mean, KD.
This is the most exciting trade deadline we've had in 3 or 4 years.
It's been a while.
It's been a while since this much like, what the fuck? Holy shit.
I wanted to say Stephon Marbury.
Stephon Starberry. That's like so long ago. Like, we were young.
That was before he owned China.
Before he owned China. He did go to China and take it over.
Owned it.
Owned it.
86-time MVP of the Chinese
Of the
League.
Chinese Basketball League.
Unbelievable.
5'10" Stephon Marbury.
All right, so I figured I should
From?
start. Starbury?
Yeah.
Georgia Tech.
Georgia Tech.
Ooh, tried to catch me off guard with that
I thought
one.
he was going to say Georgetown. So
All right.
You'd be wrong, fucker.
So I guess I wanted to start with some questions.
Questions.
Yeah.
Go ahead, question away.
Yeah, question away. I mean, as far as the trades, we're going to start with Durant. So do you really... Butters.
Butters is. You know what?
Do you really think the Durant trade is going to eventually get Portland to the top? You think they're the winners now?
Portland or
The Suns.
the Suns?
Phoenix.
Phoenix. Do
Did
I
I say
think?
Portland?
Do it? Yeah, you do. No. If they don't win it in 2 years, if they don't get their ass in gear and win it this year, or
What do
win
you
it,
I'm saying, do you think they win it this year?
oh, they have to, or if they did, no, I don't. Do you think?
Not neither.
You think them going there? It's changed the Joker's idea of being the best team in that part of the. No. Have you seen the Joker play? Kevin Durant's about to meet the best player in basketball more than he wanted to. He's going to meet him in the playoffs now.
No,
He wasn't going to
that's
meet him in the
great.
playoffs before. He was going to meet Embiid, who is second to the guy he's going to have to play. If they can get past the Mavericks, or they can get past Memphis, or they can get past ladies and gentlemen, the Sacramento Kings are on fire. We have got a bobblehead of it because we are so Sacramento Kings right now.
Feeling it.
We are feeling the Kings from Fox to Monk to
They took down Luka and Kyrie.
took down Luka and Kyrie in their first ever time on the court together. We thought that game was going to they were third and fourth in the division in the West. And we thought that was the game right there where they said, hey, about to get used to fourth, bitches. And the Kings said, nope, we've gotten really used to third. And they kept their spot, man. Good for the Kings, man.
I love it.
Man,
I love it.
Took them to overtime, took a steal in the last part of the game, and Fox just...
The old rip and dunk.
Man, so shout out to the Kings and a basketball shout out right now. Do I think that KD is going to change the Suns? Or do I? No.
Well, I mean, the Suns have went 7-3 without KD, so
Right.
they're kind of like back on their winning ways.
Sure. Do I think he's going to change it for them? Man, I don't know.
I mean, they lost their best defender, and then
they lost the best defender, but I still don't think you. I don't think you changed the Nuggets' vision of what their plans are, which is
right. Which the Nuggets deals were weird. They got rid of Bones,
right,
and they didn't really get any guards back, as far as I could tell. They kind of just took picks and stuff.
I think they're fine.
They might end up with Westbrook. They have
He's
two
just-
guys getting triple doubles every game. That'd be crazy.
Because he's just going to get dropped, right? Because I think that
Right. Yeah, Utah does not want
any
to pay anybody anything.
they're done. They've got all the picks. They got the two superstars, and anybody who was a veteran on the Jazz, they already said is up for grabs. So taking some other veteran who is a dead contract basically to them.
Exactly.
Is
Yeah.
that, I mean, so Westbrook, he might be a nugget. I don't think I like KD.
There's still a couple guys out there. Reggie Jackson, Westbrook. Both guys that could be signed by any of these teams.
Well, yeah,
I think.
I know Westbrook's not staying on the Jazz. I can tell you that. Right. I can tell you that if the Suns don't win now, in 2 years from now, KD. I mean, come on, what are they? 35 and 38.
No, I think it's this year or
bust. Done. Right. This is it. So Suns went for 1 year move right now.
Kind of same with the Lakers too. The way they made their moves. I mean,
the Lakers are a true disappointment. The moves they made are the best players on the team now.
Yeah, D'Lo.
Yeah, right. Other than LeBron James, who is, the greatest player of all time now because he scored more points than anybody.
Well, he's missed the games, and then D'Lo's ball heavy, and D'Lo's been winning games for him. But then how does he work with LeBron? Now they both want the ball. It's the same Luka Kyrie dichotomy. You know what I mean?
Right. Which is it better that Luka scores 45 and beats the Kings, or that they both score
29?
20 yeah, and then they lose. So it's like, wait a minute, this is turned around. Anthony Davis is supposed to be a superstar for the Lakers, and if nobody's on the court, he scores 4 points, 2 rebounds. So he's not very good. So it's like, I know. The Lakers also made big moves. If they don't win it this year, they're another turnaround team. I would assume the Suns are the same thing. Paul is old. Durant is old.
Done. He's done.
So, I mean, this is not a future team. Booker, you got rid of your best defender. So, I mean, or one of your best defenders. I just don't know.
Right.
So,
all right. So my last question is Phoenix, LA, and LA, the Clippers and the Lakers, all got better, but not good enough to probably overtake the Joker in Denver Nuggets.
No, I don't
That's
believe
what we're
so.
saying,
I just
right?
don't think so. I don't think they got good enough to beat
Memphis
them.
is still better than most of these teams.
Memphis they got that Jordan factor. They got
Ja.
They got Ja Morant. So, so if it's close and he has to take over the fourth, then the possibilities of them winning. The Warriors, I don't know about the Warriors anymore.
Our two favorite trades we still have to talk about.
Well, right. Well, yeah. Well, I'm excited to talk about my trade. I can't wait.
All right, so I'll start. That way you can go and do your thing.
Because if we base it even on tonight's stats, I'm like, fuck, dude, good move by us.
All right, so tonight's stats, Josh Hart was
27.
27?
On 27 points on 24 minutes or something like that. Or, I mean, Barrett only got like...
Barrett's losing his job.
Barrett's coming off the bench here soon, and we just paid him $121 million to be the superstar of us, and then we make a trade for Hart, and Hart's Brunson's best friend, and holy shit.
This is true, right?
Yeah, they both went to Villanova, so if you think about it, they both went to Villanova. When Hart got traded, Brunson almost shit himself in front of like 25 people. He was like running around, swearing and screaming.
Yeah.
So...
That's awesome. So... Awesome trade for the Knicks. You guys get rid of what? Reddish and a pick?
A Reddish and a possible first round pick this year if not taken.
All right, one of those half protected stuff.
4 seconds. So it's like either a first round pick this year. If they say no, we don't want it, then they get 4 second round picks. Which is
right,
which is like what everybody got this year.
Yeah, we've been throwing 4 second round picks.
I think it was 2 people went for
willy-nilly.
2 people went for 5 second rounds, and 2 people went for 4 second rounds.
Well, the Warriors were involved in one of those deals where we sent Wiseman to the Pistons, and then Sadiq Bey went to the Hawks. Which Sadiq Bey is a good player. He'll help the Hawks, so they're fighting for this little, play-in
They're
stuff.
playing. They're in the play-in area, the 8, 9, 10 area.
Right. And then we shipped all our picks to Portland and got Gary Payton III.
Right.
And the Pistons got Wiseman. And this is where I get excited. Like, let's be honest. Like, the Pistons 2026, Wiseman added to Duren as the 2 hoppiest centers possibly in the history of basketball. I mean, Wiseman can shoot. We'll see if Duren can shoot. But I'm saying, like, athletic-wise, we have, like, 2 6'11" guys that can jump through the roof. Upside, also through the roof. And
upside is always good.
And now we still have Ivy and Cunningham. So we had bouncy Ivy and Cunningham. And still 4 years to figure this out.
2 top 5 round draft picks. Or 2 top 5
draft picks. We got more picks coming our way. We still working on that Wembanyama thing. We stupidly beat the Spurs this week. The Pistons did. So
which is, they're going to get that.
So yeah, we're giving the Spurs more firepower, which they don't need.
They do not need more firepower. The Spurs.
Yeah, the Spurs.
The Spurs, man.
Damn.
Another Robinson, Duncan kind of deal coming up here. Uh-oh.
Yep, whenever they need something, they just somehow get it.
They get it. They've gotten those lottery picks before.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, those were most of the big trades. The Hart trade was big for you.
I think the Hart trade is one of the best trades. A defender, a rebounder, something that we desperately need.
I could say the Warriors trade was not fantastic since we're getting an injured guy.
Gary Payton Jr., yeah.
For a second-round draft pick, but...
Well, you had him last year. He was on a team. He's coming just back to the Warriors is what he's doing.
Yeah.
So...
He is. But if he's ready for the playoffs, if we make the playoffs, the trade might be worthwhile, but he might not even be ready.
Yeah, if you make the playoffs, man.
Yeah, so I'm more thumbs up for the Pistons and thumbs down for the Warriors on that one.
Hey, listen. Look at that. Pistons guy.
I mean, that trade, that's rare that, the Warriors don't, execute their trades and stuff. This was shady. What was a bit shady?
Yeah, some of those draft picks you guys got, I felt with the Warriors and how they got them. I felt some of those things were shady too, but who knows? What do I know? What I do know is that the Knicks beat the Nets for the first time since 2020. So go Knicks. Knicks, I got a good...
Love that.
I think Knicks are going to be in the tops. With the Nets pretty much calling it and saying... Going from maybe one of the better teams in the East to literally calling it. We're just calling. We're done. What do you mean? You guys just went 12-1. What do you mean you're done? Done. Remember we were talking about the Nets and the record they had, and we were like, "Holy shit! They really got a good record going right now." And
Claxton was playing well.
Yeah, I mean,
they weren't even using Durant and Kyrie, and they were still. And then they
calling it. We're done. We're trading everybody away, and we're gonna get a bunch of draft picks, and we're gonna rebuild. Wow, you guys are fourth.
Kyrie's that terrible.
Right? He's that bad that you guys are just willing to piss away everything? Yeah, he's fucking the flat earth thing, the racist, anti-Semitic.
They're going to try to go the OKC route where they just trade everything, see how many picks they can get, and hopefully they get one SGA.
How did that work for OKC?
They're actually 1 game ahead of, or 1 game behind the Warriors, also in the play-ins.
Right. I know that, but I mean, it didn't work fabulous.
Not yet. It's a process. It's like Philadelphia.
Oh, the Philadelphia process.
It's the West Coast.
Wow, remember that process? That was a crazy process. They had the number 1 draft pick 5 years in a row.
Right. So it's that version of that.
Okay.
And now Houston's also on that track. There's a bunch of teams.
Philly hasn't won a championship yet either. They ended up with Harden.
Close.
Who's the number 1 draft pick still left on the Philadelphia 76ers after the 5 straight years of number 1 draft picks? Name the 5. Or name 1. Embiid. Name another one. William.
Who were the other ones?
Fultz. Was Fultz at Markel? Was Fultz one?
Sure.
There was a William guy. Something Williams. Jason Williams. Something Williams. I don't. He's not there no more, is he?
No.
Yeah. Good luck, OKC. Go OKC. The Philadelphia thing. It didn't work either. There's no recipe. Draft Michael Jordan. That's the recipe.
That's the key.
That's the key. Just do that, and you'll win the championship. So that's all you got to do.
All right.
Simply said. Easier said than done. Lots of little sayings you could say. I don't know. Celtics, Bucks, 76ers staying where they're at, though.
Yep.
Browns, Jaylen Brown injured. Back, though, soon. Not too bad.
Yeah, he's pulling the Phantom of the Opera thing here.
Gonna
in a
get
little
the
bit.
face mask.
Yeah, he's just a little broken cheekbone. He'll be fine.
No big deal.
Yeah.
Just face mask,
He's
protection
been hit
from
by
the
bottles
elbows.
of Sam Adams before. It's fine.
It wasn't a bottle of Sammy Adams, was it?
No, it was Jason Tatum this time. Jason
Oh,
Tatum
right.
hit right at
He was at a barn, got hit
It
by
was
Samuel Adams, and now he's
friendly
getting
fire.
Friendly fire. Jason Tatum gave him the elbow, huh?
during a rebound scrum or whatever.
Oh, man, the elbow to the
Yeah,
face.
whoops, sorry, Jason.
Yeah, bummer. The West, on the other hand, man, the West,
Denver, and then
everybody else is not everybody. The Nuggets and the Nuggets, Grizzlies, and the Kings, right? They have their games, and everybody else is separated by 3 games, all the way to like 7. The last team.
yeah, exactly.
It's
Like
insane.
4 to 11 with
4 to 11, 3
2
games. Two-
Right.
Yeah.
So the Warriors, I don't know. I think they won today, so they probably went from 9th to 7th or something.
Right, easily.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
the
you
Warriors
go on a
got the
run.
win.
If you're in 11th and you go on a 5-game winning streak, you're third.
ready?
You're almost third. You know what I mean?
ready.
Like, wow, good job. You're in third place now.
Yeah, it's log jammed.
Very log jammed.
Yeah,
So
we'll figure it out.
we will. They'll figure it out.
They'll figure it out.
We have no clue what's going on.
I do know about the top 3 performances of the week.
Which I hope involve. We've had some good performances on the New York Knicks. Come on, Goob.
I feel like I'm going to start with number 1 and go to number 3 this week. That way I could make you sweat out whether you made the top 3.
Oh man, because I think the Knicks, man, Julius Randle and Brunson have been averaging 30 points apiece, both of them, and I think as a duo, that's right up there with Tatum and Brown. In the East,
I really can't argue with that.
I think what's the best it's the best. It's like that one article I saw where we now have the best duo in New York City. And we do now.
Right. And like that other guy said, there's no one else playing basketball in New York City. Brooklyn's the other borough, and they don't have any good players.
We got 4-5 and 3-2. So
All right. So the honorable mentions, we'll just say Damian Lillard put up a triple-double against the Warriors and beat us. That was terrible. I did not like that. Joker,
but it's Samuel.
another 30, 16, 10 game. All right. So those are honorable mentions.
So what he does every week, and
All right, what he does every week. And starting at, I'm going to go, like I said, I'm going to go in reverse. Because it might be the Knicks guy last, maybe not. Derek White gets my number 1 performance of the week. The Celtics
oh
guy.
yeah, the Celtics guy, yeah.
So Jaylen Brown went out, and this kid hit 8 threes. 33 points. And they were all clutch, too. Every time the Celtics needed a bucket, 3, swish, 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 swish.
Go Derek White.
Yeah, and that was a big win at the Hornets. Not that the Hornets are any good, but I think that was his best game, and I just feel like he's fitting in really well with the stupid Celtics.
He got put on the court, he got put in the spotlight, and he showed up. So
Yeah, no Marcus Smart, no Jaylen Brown. This kid's like, I can play some ball.
Nice.
All right, number 2, also a guy that can play some ball. We were talking about him earlier, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander.
Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, yes.
Yeah. No, he went head-to-head with Damian Lillard in Portland. Came out on top, 44 points, 7 rebounds. It was just a dominating performance by Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. He doesn't get enough props doing Oklahoma City stuff. He's good.
Yes.
That motherfucker's really good. He might be top 5.
There's an
in the
OKC.
NBA. Every day you look at the top tier of DraftKings, like, who's the top tier? This guy, and Gilgeous-Alexander.
Nice.
So you know he's awesome.
He's putting his name out there.
All right.
Now they just got to build around him.
They do. They've got some guys, but yeah, they're not ready yet. OKC's not quite ready.
No.
The Warriors beat them twice in a row, so we haven't beat anyone twice in a row this year.
That's not good.
All right, and the number 3 performance, which is number 1 in this instance, really. We're going to give it to Brunson because, man, the kid just keeps putting up 35, 40.
40 tonight.
40 night and 0 turnovers.
0 turnovers.
This is a Curry-like stat, things that don't happen very often.
Curry is...
you want to rattle off the list of names?
Yeah, I believe it was Curry. Curry was the last person to do it. He did it twice. LeBron James, Marcus Aldridge.
LaMarcus was, the old
and somebody else. One more. There's another guy in there that is...
they were all superstars.
All superstars.
It was a
every
list
one
of
of them.
greats.
So Brunson put his name in a group. There's only been 19 players in NBA history to ever go 40 points and 0 turnovers. That's pretty good.
Yeah, so
we've played a lot of basketball games.
Solid week, Brunson.
With a lot of years.
Yeah, him and Randall have been killing it the whole
Yeah,
time.
yeah, they've been just... I'm very excited as a New York fan. Barrett is falling off. The Hart trade seems to be maybe a good move. So the bench we talked about earlier with Quigley and Fournier, and just got to get Mitchell Robinson back so Hartstein can just, be on the bench and be the Plumlee, be the Clippers Plumlee, be the tough white guy. And
That's
go
right.
out there and make the rebounds and, yeah.
No,
I'm
I
excited for the Knicks.
still think there's a good chance they're better than Miami and obviously better than the Nets.
I don't know if we're going to be in the conference championship game because there's a couple.
I think it'll be fun. Any series you're in, I think it'll be fun.
Yeah, I think they'll be fun. I think it'll be a 7-game series if you got to play the Knicks. I really do. That's the first time I've said that, and I don't think he's ever heard me say that. We've been friends for like over 20 years. He's never.
I've never been very confident in him.
No, right? We've never once said. I think the Knicks. He's like, what? Who? The Knicks? Who? Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to mention them. I just got excited. No, so go Knicks. I'm excited for them. I'm excited for the Kings too. I really am. It's been a long time. Kings were a good team. Kings deserved better than what they got, and
they've been robbed.
And to be honest with you, being a Kentucky Wildcat fan, we're going into college. We're not going to talk about Kentucky, but I get to mention them right now. The Kentucky Wildcats is pretty much the whole backcourt of the Sacramento Kings. So
it's pretty sweet.
It's pretty sweet for me. So yeah, so I do kind of have a little bit of inside love for the Sacramento Kings because the backcourt is pretty much the Kentucky Wildcats. So go Sacramento Kings.
Exactly.
Yeah, Kings Knicks championship.
All right, maybe a 2025.
2025. Give me college. I know you got some college for me. I want to hear some college basketball.
Honestly, I want to skip over major college
So does
stuff.
Bill.
What you got?
Bill came up for college basketball.
Oh shit.
Well, he's interested in this whole.
Well, Carolina sucked this week. So we're on the outside looking into the tournament.
Kentucky as well, Bill. If you did not know this,
Ooh, Kentucky lost.
We lost,
They lost
2, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we look bad. We look bad. I watched Kentucky, and we
Still not good from last week.
we don't look very good. I don't know. For a team that always has, Are you comfortable? Okay. For a team that always has like 5 McDonald All-Stars on the team, we don't look like that at all. I mean, we just don't. I'm kind of disappointed. So, I think if we're last in, we're first out here very soon. To be honest with you, and I watched you guys play tonight.
Honestly, the game against
joining us in the NIT.
The game against Clemson, when our guards could actually make 3-pointers, it was amazing. Like, we're the best team in the country when our 2 guards shoot anywhere close to like 40% from 3. You know what I mean?
Right. Listen. If any team shoots 40% from threes, they could be definitely top.
I'm just trying to get the Vegas line down for the tournament.
For who?
For Carolina. Odds are better, and then they go on their little 6-game run and championship. I still believe it. I still believe Carolina has a chance. I don't believe Kentucky does, because you guys are terrible. But there was some other fun things. Tennessee.
Hold on a minute. I'm listening to you two fuckos here for a second. So, your team sucks and his team sucks. Yet you're still making it seem like you guys are going to make it.
That's correct.
I'm trying to catch on here because I'm just new to the show and all. And, well, I know. So you both suck, but you both suck each other's dicks, right? Make yourself feel good about this. Okay. I'll go back over to my spot here and listen to you two fucking jerk-offs jerk each other off.
I feel like we got some really good stuff coming up, though, dude.
For us, right? Kentucky and NIT, right?
Oh, no. Carolina and Kentucky, we're in trouble.
We're dead in the water, right? I think the bird's right. We're both sucking each other up, basically, to talk about our team.
You know what? Kind of, a little bit. I figured we'd start with that and then move to, like, the really fun stuff.
Well, I'm glad the bird came here to fucking help us out. I'm really... Bill?
I mean, whoever sets us straight. I'm not sure. Not that kind of... All right, so Towson lost 2 of 3.
I thought we tied. We went overtime tonight.
I know they lost.
Oh, fuck.
I know, Towson, I think...
So, not even Towson, Bill. Not even...
We're going to need...
Not even Towson.
Towson's going to need the tournament championship.
Hey, guess what?
Conference championship.
Guess what?
What?
So is Kentucky.
No. Yeah, right? Man.
So is North Carolina.
Wow. We're all going to have to win our little conference tournaments. Huh?
Both our teams are going to have to pull it off, win the conference championship.
All right, so that's not good.
No, I mean, I don't want to have to win the conference championship.
Other college stuff, just random stuff. UCLA, that's kind of a California thing. They're back in the top 5.
I love in UCLA. Alabama, for the first time in history, or in 20 years, is number 1 in the country. Go Alabama.
Right. I guess some guys haven't been there in a while.
Yeah, so I'm in for Alabama being number 1 in the country. Especially if Kentucky can beat them somehow in the SEC at any point of the conference championship. So if you get to the quarterfinals and you beat Alabama in the conference championship, big win, baby. That might, if you're last in, first out, which we are, then that's what's going to happen. I'm glad you're here to catch up on college basketball. So, no.
Yeah, that's good. Tennessee and Brock Purdy's alma mater, Iowa State, had bad weeks. They all lost like 3 games. I don't know why I'm fixated on this whole Cyclones thing. You are
just too much about Brock Purdy.
They just keep making the news for being
He's gone,
really good or really
He's
bad.
gone. Brock Purdy is gone.
Right.
Never to be seen again.
All right, but can I give you a double performance of the week?
No.
No.
Yes.
All right, well, I'm going to give you 2. All right, check us out. Division 3, Jersey City.
Okay.
Down by 5 points. 5.5 seconds left. So what do they need? 2 threes? This is Reggie Miller stuff.
5, yeah.
So they drill a 3, and the other team inbounds it, and they deflect it, and it bounces way up in the air. And the other guy grabs it and chucks it in from half court. Bam! Second 3. Jersey City wins.
Jersey City. So that's a performance of the week.
That was 1A, and I got a second one.
Oh shit!
Which this one was kind of sad for me because it was like Christian Laettner reminiscent. So who was it? Portland State was down to Northern Arizona, and they did a full length of the court thing. You know, and the guy caught it, just chucked it up, buzzer beater, winner.
So that's our 2 performances of the week, or buzzer beater winners?
Yeah, Portland State and Jersey City.
Nice. That's awesome. Bill, that's awesome.
We're getting ready for some madness.
We are getting ready for the madness, ladies and gentlemen. Coming very soon on the FB and Goob Show, we are going to do our March Madness picks.
Ooh, just getting close.
Dude, you need to help us with that.
Dude,
that's going to be sick.
I got stuff in my trunk already.
Hold the pen.
We're doing 4 big different color boards. Big marker. We're going to be able to see it way better this year. Even this cross-eyed motherfucker right here might be able to see it. Not today, bird.
Well, all right. Well, I mean, college basketball, we're excited. We got a long way to go with college basketball. I mean, there's so much college basketball that's about to happen. Neither one of us are going to make the tournament, which is going to be kind of interesting. We kind of suck. Kentucky and North Carolina.
That'd be really weird if, yeah.
Neither one of us are going to make it. Is Duke going to make the tournament?
They're also borderline.
They're also borderline. So North Carolina, Duke, and the Kentucky Wildcats, most likely, this is just a guess, are not going to make the final.
Kansas is just
March
going,
Madness. Yeah, they're out in Kansas. You know what? It's time to bring back, how about St. John's, Georgetown, Seton, Hall? Give me something.
Yeah.
In?
No.
Fuck. Fuck. This is horrible.
I think like Boise State and Nevada are ranked higher than us right now, so we might see those teams. Oh, I know. It's brutal.
All right.
But it is just about go time. I don't know. I love it. It's awesome.
It's about go time.
All the crazy shit happens now.
I'm in. Crazy shit happening now. Listen, what we got next?
Next, we're going to hockey.
You have no clue what's going on in hockey. Get your ass back up.
You guys know about hockey?
I don't think so.
All I could say is, oh man, the Rangers. I feel like
you
should do this part.
We suck. We got 9 points on the Penguins, and that's about it for the New York Rangers.
Man, you've won 5 in a row.
Five in a row.
You
the
just,
big trade with the big Russian.
You just traded for Victor Tarasenko.
We did get the big Russian.
Man.
Even who else said, oh man, I'm trying to remember. There was another hockey player who was like, man, the Rangers now, man. That was a huge move by them.
No, monster.
And eyes are now open. And this guy played for another team. He said eyes are now open on the Rangers. I wasn't paying attention to the Rangers before, but now my eyes are wide open on the Rangers. And
I wouldn't be shocked if they caught.
And I thought to myself, holy shit, that's insane that guy even said that. Eyes are wide open on the Rangers. And this was like Patrick Kane, some other player, even past or present, but he was like, I'll tell you right now, my eyes are wide open on the New York Rangers. And I was like, oh, that's...
No, I looked at the standings, and I would not be shocked if you guys caught New Jersey, caught Carolina. They're not that many points ahead of you. And this is a talented, very talented scorer. He scored in his first game. You guys beat the shit out of somebody.
Well, you put a talented scorer with all the speed we have. We got a couple bruisers.
Kreider and Zibanejad on the first line. Definitely got some.
We've got a couple bruisers on that team that'll just kick the shit out of you too.
Well, your fast guys are big.
Yeah,
which is helpful.
Yeah, I mean that's like, man, I've seen a couple. Big? Oh, man. I've seen a couple other players on other teams get blown up by Ranger players. Like, oh shit, that guy just got.
I know. Little Jake Gensel gets crushed by Kreider constantly.
I
hate that shit.
Smoked, man.
Yeah.
What the fuck, man? These guys are brutes. So, and they're very fast. So, am I excited for hockey next week? Because there is no more football to talk about, and I will be right back on that. You do remember last year this guy made me take a hockey team on, so I'm focused on basketball quite a bit, but right onto my Rangers here very soon. But to be honest with you, could give a shit less, because on Sunday, ladies and gentlemen,
what happens Sunday? Daytona!
The Daytona 500. But in 2 days from now, which is Wednesday, you may watch the qualifying races for the Daytona 500. And listen, Daytona 500 it's really weird. It's like the NASCAR starts off with their Super Bowl. Stowe gets to sleep through it. It starts early because it's in Florida and we're here. But it's kind of like their Super Bowl, the Daytona 500. And they start off with their Super Bowl.
It's kind of backwards.
It is kind of backwards. It's kind of weird. But here's the cool part about it this year, and this is one of the coolest parts. Actually, it's not. It's weird. 36 drivers are already pretty much pre-qualified. It's just they got to rate. They got to qualify to see where they're going to start. Bullshit. And there are 6 drivers to cover the next 4 spots. 42 are registered to qualify. 40 get in. And out of the 6 drivers, this is great. Jimmy Johnson, who has now returned to NASCAR, driving in the Legacy car company, I believe, or Legacy team.
Jimmy out of nowhere.
He's coming in. He has to qualify. He's not one of the you're guaranteed in, which he automatically should be just out of the fact
Isn't he like a Hall of Fame driver or something?
Oh, yeah. He's 7-time champion Jimmy Johnson. He's probably one of the greatest race car drivers of all time.
Okay.
So, number 2 on that list that I thought was really cool, because the other 4 guys I could give a fuck less about. Travis Pastrana. Dirt bike jumping, flipping in the air, X-game winning Travis Pastrana. He likes to do the rally cars. Yeah. He does the rally car. In the X Games, he did the rally car. He won that a lot, but he is attempting to qualify at the Daytona 500.
I heard he did well at the Xfinity Series. He actually was top 10. And
no, Travis has been trying this out for the last...
Daytona, yeah.
He's been trying this out for the last few little years here.
I thought he was going to try to pedal the whole way.
Oh, fuck yeah. Or just do it on a dirt bike. That'd be sick as hell, man. He couldn't draft worth shit and he'd get killed if he got hit, but
you can do Back to
it'd
the
be
Future.
exciting as all hell. And
Back
then,
to the Future, just hook onto the back of a car.
and just, yeah, ride like Marty McFly and hold on.
Marty McPastrana.
Marty Pastrana. And his dad would be like, I don't know,
Yeah.
Marty also.
All right, so that's exciting. We got Pastrana.
We got Pastrana, we got Jimmy Johnson, which there's 4 positions left, and Jimmy Johnson's one of them.
6
So
guys are
there's
left.
3 positions left for 5 guys, because Jimmy Johnson is automatically going to qualify for the Daytona 500 over Travis Pastrana, Chuck Billy, and a bunch of other fuckheads who have never.
James Smith.
Yeah, right. Who's never won the.
Braves pitcher.
Right, they've never won anything, and this guy's won 7 championships, multiple Daytonas, multiple Homesteads, multiple.
I got my money on Pastrana, baby.
Yeah, I got my money on Pastrana too to make it, man. I'm not arguing, but I'll be also honest with you. I'm pretty sure Jimmy Johnson's going to be probably one of the other guys making it. Good luck to 2 of the fucking. I don't even know Pastrana. I'm pretty sure the other guys are just bred NASCAR racers who've been going through go-kart racing and ARCA racing, or it's probably not ARCA anymore, but whatever, and dirt track racing, and then Travis Pastrana, who rode around on a dirt bike. So I don't even know if he's going to qualify over the other guys, but go Travis Pastrana. Wednesday night, you can watch the qualifying for Daytona. Daytona 500 is on Saturday, or Sunday, you guys. It's an awesome race. I've been to it a few times, and it's nothing cooler than sitting in the grandstand and watching 42 cars blur by you and waiting like a minute. Because you can't even see them when they go on the other side of it, and then they blur by you again, and you don't even see half the wrecks. Stay home and watch it on TV. That's what I'm trying to tell you. It's way better. Public service announcement there. Don't go to Daytona. That's a terrible experience. You don't see anything, and it takes you 5 hours to leave because
it's totally blacked out.
There's 147,000. I am promoting it, and now I'm telling you not to go there. I'm telling you to watch it on TV. 147,000 people in one parking lot. Where the fuck are you going? Nowhere for 8 hours. You don't even get to see the race. It sucks. They blow by you.
It's rubber engines, though.
No, yeah, it's cool. It's cool to be there. Go to the museum. Be one time. Go there. If you go there twice, you're a glutton for punishment. So, NASCAR. You got soccer?
Yeah, I got soccer.
You fucking stud. You love soccer. You are the only guy in America that likes soccer.
It's possible.
It's possible.
So anyway,
well, the only guy in America that'll just wake up after 1 hour of sleep to watch some fucking soccer match.
That is true. So
yeah, that's true.
That is
I got to
true.
get home and get my eyes closed for 4 minutes because there's a soccer match.
Right? Got to do that DraftKings Leeds versus Man United thing.
Right.
So this
Which is
week,
insane to me. I would sleep, so I do.
It makes sense. Sleeping is important. Trust.
Monitor it on my watch.
Right. They've got control of them now.
They do, actually.
Yeah.
No, they do.
Forget about it.
93%
He's not one of us
sleep
anymore.
Yeah, right. 93% sleep score last night, Scotty. 20% deep. I did so good. Go with your soccer.
Slowly being poisoned.
I am being poisoned by my watch. Go with your soccer shit. Sleep's good. Makes you strong.
All right. So I didn't win my DraftKings, but I did.
Quick side note: had 11 FanDuels going last night in
the Super Bowl.
For the Super Bowl, won 50 cents.
Nah.
11. I got a 10.99 this year from FanDuel. Fuck you, FanDuel. What the fuck is that about? Came in the mail, opened it up. I was like, 10.99.
I thought we were trying to get them to sponsor us.
I know, but
Cut
you
that
guys
last
sent me a
part.
10.99. What's that about? It's
You gotta stop winning.
Fuck, stop winning.
FB,
Right?
you gotta stop winning.
Oh man, I got a 10.99 from FanDuel this year. I'm like, my heart dropped. I was like, fuck, man.
Tax season episode.
It is a tax season episode. Anybody else get their 10.99 from FanDuel this year?
No, I didn't win shit.
Shocker for me.
I didn't win shit, man.
I was like, 10.99. My account's gonna go. You got a 10.99 from FanDuel? Won't do that again. I promise. Won 50 cents on 11 games yesterday. Holy fuck! So funny.
Hey, it is entertaining.
Yeah, I won on a 5-cent game. That's the only one I won on.
Nice.
I got 50 cents on a 5. It's so funny. My little green dot was almost at the end. I was like, how much I win there? 50 cents. You only played 5 cents, you dumbass.
Boom.
And the top 5 people got $4, and you got
you.
50 cents, big doggy. I was like, nice.
I like it.
Yeah, it's a good game.
All right, so while you're drinking that, let me go through the soccer real quick.
Oh, yeah, go for it.
Real Madrid won the club championship. They beat some team from Saudi Arabia. That just makes Real Madrid the double champs because they won Champions League last year. And now Champions League is in the knockout stage. We get PSG Bayern tomorrow. Woo! I bet you love that shit. And Chelsea is also playing. And they're going to get rid of Pulisic, and I think he should go to Leeds.
I agree. We already said Leeds. We'd have the whole... Our American team would be practicing over there.
Bam.
For the next World Cup. Let's go. Send them over to Leeds. You want to play real soccer, right?
That's goddamn right.
Yeah, man. Let's go play real soccer. Is that it for sports?
I mean, for soccer, yes. Oh no, let's start shout-outs. Let's do shout-outs.
Arthur, you got tons of sports left?
I mean, I was checking out some cricket and shit like that, but we could save it.
Let's save cricket.
Yeah, let's save it.
This is the last football edition. Just to let you guys know, next year will be the 52nd episode, which means that'll be our 1-year episode. That's insane.
We love anniversaries.
We love anniversaries. We do anniversaries for everything. Our first anniversary for tacos was like 22 years ago.
Dude, we should do a party at the Good Time Tavern for the 1-year anniversary
of the FB and Goob show. Holy shit, that would be so cool. We're gonna do that.
We'll
Our
do that.
1-year episode will be. Well, we're not gonna do it there. What we're gonna do is the episode, and then we're gonna go to the Good Time Tavern and party. So if you want to join us next,
Sounds good.
yeah. So fan shoutouts. Here we go.
We'll invite you. Trust
We'll
us.
invite you. Yeah, whenever we decide to do the party, we're not gonna just guarantee you next week because it's probably not gonna happen. Fan shoutouts. El Tiburon. Hey, I bet I'm faster than Aaron, Tom Brady, and Jimmy G.
Can you see the guy on the bongos?
And apparently, that's still a lie, El Tiburon. We have insider information. Your feet don't leave the ground and you shuffle when you run. And high knees is how you get speed. So,
Yes.
I don't think you can beat Aaron, Tom Brady, and Jimmy G. But since we've never seen you race them, and you're our fan, we got your back. Because that's how we roll here at the
That's right.
Goob show.
El Tiburon.
El Tiburon.
I don't believe him.
Yeah, neither do I. Brax the comic. The #1 rule in the Marine Corps. Don't fuck with the wildlife. And as we, at the FB and Goob show, have been saying, public service announcement-wise, don't fuck with the wildlife. And now we have Brax the comic backing us up. Thank you, Brax. Thanks for shouting that out because, God damn it, we keep telling them and nobody listens. We gave you another one today. Leopards were in courthouses. They just kicked people's asses.
Out of nowhere.
Out of nowhere.
Yeah.
So, Jeff Ammerman. Who is a better evaluator of high school talent? Prospects.
Is this a direct question to us?
It is.
Okay.
Nick Saban or Leonardo DiCaprio? Now, see, we took that many ways here at the FB and Goob show because we've seen some of Leonardo DiCaprio's girlfriends. And they're all 21, 22, or whatever. And they're all fucking hot. So he's been hitting the high schools, we think.
Yeah, like...
And we think the prospects... If we're looking at prospect games and you want to see some of Leo's fucking prospect games, I think he's doing pretty well. And Nick Saban did fuck that whole Brock Purdy thing up.
He did.
Weak arm,
burn.
no
Pretty
dedication. He's just not. He's not an Alabama player.
Yeah. Has Leo ever missed on a girlfriend?
Not one ever. So. Never once. Never once. You fucking go back. Look at the pictures.
Nope.
Now, we will give Saban a little bit of credit. He has Young. He's had Bryce Young. What's that guy who went to the Super Bowl yesterday?
Jalen Hurts.
Jalen Hurts was on the team, I believe, when Brock Purdy was in college, right? Yeah,
yes.
Probably. Yeah. So, we're not going to really downplay Saban for the fucking...
He just gets one-upped by Leo a little bit,
but he gets one-upped, and we did, and we responded back to Mr. Ammerman, letting him know that we think Saban blew it on the Purdy thing. Yeah. And Leo has now taken and I think if you go back and look at the pictures of the women that Leo has...
I think you'll agree. You'll
also agree. Joe B., which I think this is some of the most... the Dan Shuffle. It's a TikTok trend, which I believe is referring to the El Tiburon running abilities. Now, we're not sure, but yeah, we're thinking that might be possible. So, yeah, Joe B, thanks for the shout out, bro. You never let us down.
Slosh ball was
You're
so much
there
fun.
every week.
El Tiburon during slosh ball.
El Tiburon, yeah.
His home to first base time, epic.
Epic. Probably somewhere below.
We don't have exact figures.
Yeah.
The sun was low that day.
It was, but we're probably thinking 52 seconds on a top run. And then, hey, and then for our, what? What?
Bill's back.
You want to do one of the shout-outs? Why?
Can I give Bill a wet willy?
I get maybe. Yeah, he said that.
No.
You want to do one of the shout-outs? This is kind of important to us. This is kind of when we shout out our fans. And it's really important to us because this is when we tell all our subscribers that we appreciate them. So I honestly don't think that you should do any of the shout-outs. You'll be good. Okay. You all right with this?
I don't buy it, but go ahead.
No, I want to give him a shout. He wants to be part of the show.
Sure, why not?
Okay.
He's a dirty bird.
I don't trust him.
All right, yeah,
All
go ahead.
Okay. Promise. Jeff Ammerman. What's the opposite of fan club? I'd like to start one for the bird. Fuck you, Jeff! Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you! Hey, what'd I tell you? I told you this is kind of the point when me and the Goob say thank you to all our friends. So that's cool. I'm gonna put you down here right now.
So Jeff's not a fan of Bill.
Well, apparently,
what's going on here?
Yeah, apparently Jeff Ammerman is not a fan.
Of a fan club.
He wants
I get it.
He wants to know what the opposite of a fan
I thought it was
club
like
is.
Fight Club.
No, fan club.
Fan club.
So Jeff, I believe the opposite is the cancel club. If you want to cancel the bird, you just start a cancel club. So,
Ooh, no, I don't like that.
no, well, that's the opposite of fan club. So if you're going to start
Cancel club?
cancel
Is
club.
that like the new kids version of stuff?
Well, what would be the opposite of fan club? Non-fan club?
Good. I mean, that's what we want to know, I guess.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Well,
we should have done
Jeff,
more
if you
research.
figure it out, let us know because
Shit, we didn't look that one up.
I don't think the bird wants you to cancel him. He's pretty upset right now. So, well, we'll work it out with him.
I mean, if you want to have it like an online war, I think
That would work, too.
That could work.
I think the bird would be up for that. Kind of a dickhead. So
And he's not very clever. I think he'd win.
no, he's not smart at all. He's just kind of a womanizing asshole. So, yeah. Jeff, that's on you, bro. Shout outs.
Yes.
You got shout outs. You got some shout. Do the week shout outs first so we can do the big shout out.
All right, I got a couple. The real quick one is, well, we didn't get into this college basketball. Purdue was one of the big losers this week. They lost to Northwestern. Michael Wilbon's alma mater, so
Yeah, right.
Wilbon's all excited.
Wilbon's all excited. That's true. If Northwestern wins,
Yeah.
Michael Wilbon is a very happy man.
Yeah, first time Northwestern
Doesn't ever
basketball has ever beaten a number one team. So, shout out to Northwestern B-ball. And they're actually, they got a chance at the tournament. They have as good a chance as Kentucky and Carolina.
Well, hold
to
on
get
here.
at
Hold
this
on.
point.
Shout out to Northwestern because Northwestern also allowed Kentucky, if they beat Alabama in the SEC, to have a big win.
That's right.
Yeah, because Alabama's number one in the country.
Correct.
Yeah, so that worked out really well for us.
I think so.
Yes.
All right, my second little kind of mini shout out was
These are only big shout outs. We only do big shout outs.
Villanova's Maddie Segrist, women's basketball player.
Maddie Segrist, women's basketball.
Put up a 50 burger.
15.
The other
That
day.
doesn't happen in women's basketball ever.
Tops in the season this year. She's now the leading scorer for women's and men's Villanova basketball. Also the conference leader in points over all the UConn chicks. Brianna Stewart and Deanna Taurasi and all that shit.
Oh, Candace Parker and all them.
That's the SEC, not
SEC, all right,
not
all right.
Big East. But yeah,
Big East.
so this chick let me get her name right. Maddie Segrist.
Maddie Segrist
Deserves definitely a shout out.
That's a big shout out. No, that's like a lot of records in college basketball. And
it's a lot of shit.
It's a lot of shit.
Yeah.
And a 50.
And a 50 burger.
And a 50.
Yeah. That's tough to do.
It's not a double nickel.
Nah, it's like Pete
But it's
Maravich.
a nickel with a zero next to it.
It's lovely.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so that was a good one.
Only MJ puts up double nickels, so.
Of course.
Yeah, he's MJ. And, well, our last shout out of the night is to the Hall of Famers this year.
Oh, back to the
What?
NFL?
Yeah.
Love
What a great group of Hall of Famers. And you can start anywhere in this list. I want to start with DeMarcus Ware. Just get it over with. Congrats, DeMarcus.
Boo, DeMarcus Ware.
Boo, you prick. There's so many great names. I'd like to get rid of Ken Riley and Chuck Howley. Congratulations.
Chuck Howley. Super Bowl
MVP
MVP for the Cowboys. Boo him.
Boo him, Cowboy guy.
Ken
Star in his helmet.
Riley, lifetime Bengal. Got a couple Super Bowl shots. Niners took him down.
Right.
Sorry,
but he got
Ken.
those two Super Bowls. Hey, going there is part of the game. You know what I mean?
Nice job,
Joe Klecko. I believe it was the New York Sack Exchange is what they called that defensive line. Mark
Right.
Gastineau, Joe Klecko, the late great Dennis Byrd, who will always be a superstar for the New York Jets. But Joe Klecko, man, there's a guy. He was in one of the Cannonball Run movies. He was. So I mean, just like a beast of a football player. Congratulations, entering the Hall of Fame, sir.
No, led the league in sacks. Like
1981.
as kind of an interior lineman.
Yeah, as an interior lineman guy. Yeah, no, he was.
That was impressive.
There was no Lawrence Taylors back then. He was on his way, but there was none of this outside guy taking all the sacks. And we're talking about defensive lineman playing defensive line. Joe Klecko's in the goddamn name. He's in the.
Yeah.
We're talking about him when we talk about those kind of defensive linemen. Go.
Beautiful stuff.
Go. Who you got?
I mean, I love the cornerbacks. in this
Yeah,
year's
I know.
group.
I gave them to you. I didn't want to say their names.
No, I mean, you got
So.
Darrell Revis, University of Pittsburgh kid, so already I love him.
The reason we have the name Island after our cornerback's name.
No, I mean, it works really well. Revis makes the Hall of Fame. Revis Island, he owned. I was looking at the interceptions, and, my boy Ken Riley has 65.
Right.
Even some other guys on this list are way higher than Revis because they would not
Throw the ball at him.
throw the ball to his
where
side
they-
of the field.
That's where the Island name is. How many passes they throw at you? I was by myself.
Nice.
I never saw the ball once.
Cover that one guy.
That's because they didn't throw to that guy.
So,
Which
I mean,
is-
Revis was amazing.
I
Rondé
mean,
Barber.
Revis is one of the guys that he was like in the locker, marked off the guys' names that didn't get a fucking yard. Chad Johnson,
Yeah.
Calvin, zero.
Who's he covering today?
Zero. Bunches of zeros when it came to this guy because he covered anybody and he shut them down. And now when we talk about people not throwing to a side because that person's there, other than Deion Sanders, I think Revis is one of the reasons we don't throw to a side of a fucking field. Well, Deion Sanders is the reason we don't throw it to. But who's over there? Deion
No,
Sanders.
for sure.
No, we don't throw over there.
And the Jets are hoping they have the next island.
Oh, and sauce and hot sauce, cheese sauce.
Thousand Island.
Thousand Island. Whatever. Yes, the Jets are fine. They have the best cornerback in football now. I
Yeah.
think hands down. I think Sauce Gardner might be the next coming of Deion Sanders.
We shall see.
As in the NFL they felt the same way when they gave him Defensive Rookie of the Year this year. So Bosa got Defensive Player of the Year as he well deserved the fucking thing. And Garrett Wilson
Hey, surprise us. He picked
surprised us in
picked
that
off
we
the rookie.
picked the kid, the running back who worked his ass off all year and played really hard for the Seahawks. But Garrett Wilson also was the best receiver to come out of that draft, and all we fucking talked about was what?
Olave was better.
No, he wasn't.
He wasn't even a guy, though. He wasn't even a candidate.
No, he
I
wasn't.
thought Olave was
But he was, no, I think Garrett beat him in a couple things. Touchdown. He beat him in touchdowns. I know he beat him in touchdowns. I think he beat him in yards, too. So
It was close.
probably in receptions, too. So, I mean,
Ohio State.
Super
Boo
Ohio
them.
State. Boo
all
those
those
guys.
guys.
Put all those guys. Wait for the next set of Ohio State receivers coming out. They're coming out this year. Saying. Listen, other
And fuck Ohio State, no.
no, hold on here.
Who missed it?
Don Eric Coryell,
Oh, one of the most fun offenses.
offenses
to
of
watch.
all time. I mean, listen, throw the goddamn ball.
Yeah.
Just air it out. That's that fucking Raiders owner guy's idea, and that's that just like fake the handoff and just Willie Galt. I know that's the Raiders' thought, but Eric Coryell, that was kind of the same kind of just offensive idea.
They did, and they had
air it out.
I feel like they had Justin Jefferson's dad on that team, and then Kellen Winslow.
Kellen Winslow was on that team.
A few other guys.
Charlie Joyner was on that team. Yeah, they just aired it out. A lot of other teams, and this is the truth, not only did the Chargers do that, back in that day, there was the Packers threw the ball constantly. The Miami Dolphins aired the ball out constantly. Yeah. A lot of teams played the same game. The Chargers with Eric Coryell.
Niners did the dink and dunk.
The dink and dunk. Well, no, it went from Eric Coryell to the West Coast. It went from fake fuck, deep go, air it out to, hold on. This is as much of a run as anything else. A 5-yard pass. I can get a 5-yard pass is the same as a 4-yard run. And then it went to the West Coast offense. And it's kind of just absorbed and changed from that point. And now we're going back to like some weird running kind of offense with all these McVays and Sorianos and Shanahan's with we're like, I'll hand the ball off. I can do it again. Constantly.
We love that.
So now that it's a big circle. So we went from running to Eric Coryell to West Coast back to now some scheme of running a ball.
When it comes down to it, though, they're all throwing these days. When it comes down to influence,
I know,
like,
but Shanahan sets his game up with the run.
Yeah,
and that is what Coryell did, and that is what the offenses prior to that they set everything up with the run. We run, pass. Eric Coryell, we ran. It was deep and it was airing it out, but it was still running. Set a lot of that up. Charlie Joyner, So yeah, awesome. Eric Coryell. And then, listen, I've saved him for the whole time. Zach Thomas went to the Hall of Fame. He is a fucking madman. He was 5'11", 228 pounds. That's his height, but 70 pounds heavier. And like 25.
Oh, man, he was insane.
17 interceptions.
Ball hawk.
The dude was a ball hawk. And what we figured out is because you couldn't see him because he was standing behind everybody, and then he jumped up. He could go from 5'6" to 5'11" easily. You know what I mean? Kind of like you don't see me. There I am. You know what I mean? There he is. So go Zach Thomas.
Yeah.
There's a football player. There's a big melon of a head smashing through the world of football players. He was the nutcase.
He was.
And his brother, but not really his brother.
Well, Joe Thomas had the job of protecting all the terrible quarterbacks during Cleveland's
whole
12-year career.
His whole career, he protected 27 different quarterbacks. His Hall of Fame
career was a waste of fucking time.
27 quarterbacks.
Because he kept protecting Browns quarterbacks.
He protected the likes of Brady Quinn. I want to say
Brady Quinn Jr.
Brady Quinn Jr. I want to say Achilles Smith, but I believe that was the Bengals.
That was the Bengals.
I know, but it was close enough.
Yeah.
As bad as they were, and as many quarterbacks as they drafted, the Packers have had 2 quarterbacks. And Joe Thomas went through 21 as a left tackle.
Poor fella.
Yeah. I really, to be honest with you, on that fucking note, I'm FB.
I'm the Goob.
Peace. I'm so fucking sad for Joe Thomas that I feel like we should just honestly end the show right there.
I feel so bad for Joe.
I feel so bad for Joe Thomas. Yeah, I don't have anything else to say.
I couldn't even